Confusion everywhere as Nnamdi Kanu entered the court alone for today's trial. Yes, so. The IPOP leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has entered the court alone without a lawyer or a counsel. In fact, there is confusion in the whole environment as we speak. As you can see on the screen, the IPOP leader going inside the court first of all began greeting everybody, even the federal government lawyers. He went to greet them and welcome them to today's trial. Yes, as you can see, the only people that is his own people that are in the court is observers. That's the Igbo military veteran and some other invited guests. So today's hearing, to me, I will tell you, it's going to be very, very splendid, and that is why you just don't need to miss it. The defense of the IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu has begun today. Don't forget that the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Agabi actually refused to release the case file of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since on Friday. So let's see what happens today in court. Let's hear what is going on so that you'll be able to get it clearly. Let's go in. This is today's news.
Taking too long, that he should be given fair hearing. But this time around, he took a bold step. He told the judge that he wants to speak for himself, that no one can understand his case better than him. The courtroom was silent for a few seconds because not many expected that decision. Even some people who have been following the case for years say they never saw this coming. Kanu also complained that his previous lawyers have not handed over his case files to him, and that has made things difficult for him to prepare his defense. The judge listened, and there was a short discussion on how to proceed. But Kanu stood his ground. He said, "I will defend myself." Now, this is not an easy thing to do, especially in a case as serious as his. But one thing is clear, he wants to show courage, and maybe he also wants to make a statement to the whole world that he is not afraid to stand alone. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you are enjoying this gist. Let's keep it going because this case is not just about one man. It has become something that touches many people's emotions. As the hearing continued, the court was told that Kanu will start calling his witnesses soon. He mentioned that some of his witnesses will come from outside the country, from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, and even the United Kingdom. You can imagine how complex that will be. But Kanu said he is ready. The judge made it clear that the defense will have only 6 days to present everything. No extra time will be given. So it's going to be a tight and serious week in court. Now, let's talk about why this is such a big deal. Normally, in a high-level case like this, people have teams of lawyers, senior advocates, and advisors. But here is someone who says he doesn't want all that. He wants to face the system by himself. Some experts believe that this move is not just legal, but also symbolic. They say it's like a message, that he wants the world to see that he is not backing down, even under pressure. But others think it's risky. They say self-representation is hard, and it might weaken his case. If you are still watching, please like this video right now and subscribe, because your support helps us keep bringing you real stories like these. Back to the gist. After Kanu spoke in court, the atmosphere changed. You could sense the tension, but at the same time, there was a kind of calm confidence around him. Some people said he looked determined, focused, and ready to speak his truth. Others felt worried, thinking this move could make things more complicated. But one thing everyone agrees on is that this is a defining moment. Now, outside the court, many of his supporters gathered peacefully, holding placards and chanting for his release. They were hopeful that this new approach might bring a breakthrough. Security was tight, as always, but there was no major trouble reported. The police maintained control and the proceedings continued inside. People are asking many questions. What happens next? Will the judge allow him full control of his defense? Will those international witnesses actually show up? And what will his strategy be without legal experts guiding him? These are all the things Nigerians and the world are waiting to see. This case has gone beyond just legal matters. It touches on fairness, justice, and how the government handles political issues. Many Nigerians, even those who don't fully agree with Kanu's ideas, are watching to see if the process will be fair and transparent. If you are enjoying this update, please take a second to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss when I drop the next part of this story. Now, let's look at something deeper. Why do some people in big cases decide to represent themselves? Sometimes it's because they don't trust their lawyers. Sometimes they feel the lawyers are not really fighting hard enough. And sometimes it's about taking control of their own story. Kanu might be doing all three. He has always been known for being outspoken and confident. For him, standing alone in court could be his way of showing strength. But make no mistake, this is not an easy road. Courtroom procedures are complex. There are rules, documents, and legal steps that must be followed. Without a professional lawyer, even small mistakes can cause big problems. That's why some people worry this move could hurt his chances. Yet others believe that his courage might win him public sympathy and global attention, and that could help his cause in another way. Keep liking this video and don't forget to subscribe because we are still following the story step by step. Another thing that's making this case hotter is the timing. The defense has only 6 days to present everything. That's not much time. Imagine preparing your entire defense, calling witnesses from different countries, and facing trained prosecutors, all in less than a week.
Introducing Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma-oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma-oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
It's a huge challenge, but Kanu's determination is what's keeping everyone talking. People are saying, if he can do this, maybe he'll make history. As we speak, tension is still high, not only in the courtroom but across the country. Everyone is waiting to see how things will unfold in the next few days. The trial will continue, and all eyes are on that courtroom. So, what do you think about this bold move? Do you think Nnamdi Kanu made the right choice to defend himself? Do you think he can handle it without his lawyers? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And before we end this gist for now, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share it with your friends, because the next update might surprise everyone. So after the court session ended, and people outside started talking immediately, you could hear different opinions everywhere. Some were saying, wow, this man is brave. Others were saying he should not have sent away his lawyers. It became a big discussion across social media, TV, and even among people at work or in the streets. Everyone had something to say. That's how powerful this case has become. It's not just about the courtroom anymore. It's about how Nigerians see leadership, courage, and justice. Some of his supporters believe this move shows confidence and total faith in what he stands for. They see him as a man who doesn't want to be controlled, who wants to speak his truth directly. To them, it's a symbol of freedom. One man standing tall against the whole system. But others think it might make his situation tougher. Because a courtroom is not about emotions alone, it's about laws, facts, and evidence. And without a legal team to help, he might find it hard to manage everything. Now, if you are still watching, please hit the like button and subscribe, because we're still unfolding what this means for the coming days. Let's look at the bigger picture. This trial is more than just a legal matter. It's part of a story that has been going on for years. The tension between the federal government and the people who believe they have been unfairly treated. Many from the southeast region see Kanu as a voice that speaks for their pain and frustrations. Whether you agree with him or not, you can't deny that he has changed the way people talk about fairness and equality in Nigeria. Every time he appears in court, it feels like the whole country pauses to watch. The video circulates online, people go live, hashtags start trending, and all of it shows just how deeply the story touches Nigerians everywhere. Now, something else that made today even more interesting is how calm Kanu appeared. People expected him to be nervous since he no longer has lawyers, but he was surprisingly composed. He spoke clearly, looked confident, and didn't show any sign of fear. Some observers inside the court said they could see that he had prepared himself mentally for this, and that's not easy, because he's facing serious charges that could change the rest of his life. But let's pause a bit. If you haven't liked this video yet, please do that now. It really helps. And make sure you subscribe because we will keep following this case till the very end. Now, then, one interesting part is the international attention this case has attracted. Even outside Nigeria, people are watching closely. Human rights groups, international media, and even some politicians in other countries have been commenting on it. They're not just interested in the legal outcome, but in how Nigeria's justice system will handle it. Will it be fair? Will it be transparent? Those are the questions everyone is asking. For Kanu himself, this is not just about clearing his name. It's about his image, his movement, and how history will remember him. You can almost feel that he's trying to write his own story. A story of a man who stood up for what he...
If you will agree with me, you will know that this Nnamdi Kanu's trial has really taught a lot of people some lessons. It has really passed message and it has really exposed a lot to the public, but only the few will accept that fact. The ones that knows are pretending not to know. No problem. You see, that is why if you look at the book of Jeremiah 51, that very page in the Bible, exposed how God planned to destroy Babylon. Who are the Babylons? We are talking about the Babylon in Nigeria, in the world here. We're talking about is America. God has made a promise that He will destroy Babylon. And you know how God destroyed Babylon? He destroyed Babylon to the extent that He made sure that they are left with nothing. And that is how God has decided to do to America. America at once, motivating Nigeria on what to do concerning Nnamdi Kanu. And I tell you, it will be very, very bad for the Nigerian government, most especially Tinubu himself. I'm telling you. Well, today, being the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in fact, as you can see on your screen, the information has already started gathering momentum. People have started, lamenting. The ones that can pray have already started praying. Okay? Because Nnamdi Kanu today walked into the court alone. To them, it's like there is a very serious tension. Seriously, in and out of the court. Yes, serious tension. Especially on the federal government lawyers. Because Nnamdi Kanu, as you can see on your screen, walked in with a smile on his face, started greeting even the federal government councils. Yes. Are you getting me now? Don't worry, that's why you need to still stay with us till the end of today's trial, so that you can be updated fully on what truly happened. Because I believe that the IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu will come up with a testimony. A testimony, I tell you. Please help to share this video and make it go viral. Let everyone have a duplicate and copy of this very video because it really matters. Please. Thank you.